right, listen closely. If you're watching this and you're not tapped into T-Stackz.cash, you're literally leaving free money on the table. That's why I have the Rackz report. For any of y'all that are unsure about trading yet, I have a free email newsletter right here, which takes you to the Rackz report. And there you get weekly trade breakdowns, one sniper trade a week, real options, entries, and exit strategies, market psychology, and you also get first dibs on new VIP drops. No cost, no excuses, right? Like Christopher Richardson. Why would you not want to eat with us? Also, you will need a broker to start this process. You cannot trade without a broker, which is why I use Webull, the best trading broker in the entire world. Watch this. They got the best bid-ask spreads out of all the brokers you can choose from. They also have great user interface, and your field orders are extremely fast. And watch this. They're handing up to $3,500 in free stocks just for showing up. Use my link below. Now let's lock in and let's run it up. Tap in below. All right, man. That's Tstackzrackz. We back at it with another video. Some light and sweet for your watch as you chillax on this nice, beautiful Saturday morning or evening, depending on what time of day you're watching this video and what part of the globe you currently are on. We're gonna go into some right now. So if you pull up the stock market data from Friday close, it don't look too bad, right? Like, look, they got green across all of the boards, a couple of red, marinated here and there across the board. Lilly up 3%. UNH had an intraday rally. If you're in my Discord, you would have been a part of that. Crazy gains. 30x if you got it at the bottom. Link in the description below. Link in description below. I had to study right. I had to get that shit right. I like doing that. Okay. Yeah, man, like, you just want to take advantage of all this volatility right now, but that's why it's important to keep your rules. Because if you set your stops, you're not going to win all of them. But as long as you trust your system, you're going to win most of them. And your losers are going to be small. You don't want big losses in this game. But if you look at this screener right here for the whole stock market, it doesn't look that bad on Friday. Dow up almost 1%. NASDAQ up 0.5%. S&P almost up 1%. Russell up almost up 1%, right? But look at this. When you go to your exchange, right? You look at the after hours, S&P down 1%. QQ down. QQQ down over 1%, over 1.3%. DIA almost 1% down. IWM 1.31% down. And you're like, what is going on? Like, look, we scroll down. Semis down 2% after hours. Technology down over 1% after hours. Look at this. Nvidia down over 2%. Netflix, a tariff-proof stock, down 1%. Palantir just made new all-time highs, down 3%. Even Disney had great earnings. A lot of institutions are buying it, right? Disney's down 1%. Well, this goes to show you that smart money is called smart money for a reason, right? Like, if you're an options trader, you have no control over what happens after hours or in the night session. So it's always adamant to be keen with your risk, with your take profits, and just your comfortability of holding the trade. Like certain news events might make certain things go down. Certain economic data can affect this as well. Some even as simple as Trump tweeting could create this or the opposite, right? Like, for example, this is literally came from a fake Trump tweet or fake Trump news. This is the biggest most volatile day in stock market history from a tweet / fake news. So always be pertinent about what you do with your assets and or your options before intraday close. But I just wanted to show you that because after hours it looks bloody. But if you go in here, if you're not looking at the after hours, it don't look too bad. So does somebody know something? And then you got Fear and Greed to 71. It was just at 4 about a month ago. Now it's at 71. It can work its way to extreme greed, but you know the smart money, most likely they're taking money out the market. You know, likely hedging their positions. I do want this to tick up to extreme greed though. Once it gets to extreme greed, the risk to reward profitability and probability increases tenfold if you want to short the market. So I'll keep this definitely in my pocket. And I just want to go over some economic data for next week, guys. So we got a bunch of Fed members speaking Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday is a light day. Might affect oil a little bit. Thursday, though, we have our first red folder event, which with PMI. They might have the market consolidate or gap down on Monday, and then a slow grind up into Thursday to really like send the market down. So I'm definitely having my eye on Thursday and towards end of the week for the market to really do the real move. I generally think it's going to consolidate for first few days of the week. So I'm not really too, invested on that after hours gap down business. Could happen, might just be another buy the dip. But generally, I think market's gonna slowly rise up a little more. Watch out for this PMI on Thursday if you're really looking for a market to, do its thing and go down. If you think it's gonna go down. But Friday, we have home sales and we have another Fed member speaking. Not too crazy, so keep your eye on Thursday for a big market moving event. And then I got my eye on U.S. oil. So what I'm looking at this week is oil. Okay. Quite simple. Oil has been consolidating for about 2 years now. And it's going to need to pick a side, right? Oil can't trend up with the market sustainably. So the market, QQQ SPY, is going to keep going up. Oil is going to choose to just plunge down from this monthly consolidation / squeeze. Or oil's going to get his head out of his ass, get out of this consolidation, and then resume the uptrend. So let me break down these levels with you guys. First level we got to break, 65. Because if you break 65, you're breaking above the weekly lower high as well as a yearly resistance, which is crucial for U.S. oil and crude oil. Not only that, but it would start breaking out of its daily squeeze, likely sending it upward. So above 65, would like to see this gap fill at $70, but we gotta get above that 65 first. But eventually, if it breaks above that $70 $71, $72 area right here, 72.28. And watch this. We break out of the downtrend. So you want to see yourself for the future. But right now, it's currently holding the 21 and the 9-day moving average. And we have a double bottom retest at monthly support. And we're monthly squeezing right now. So if oil decides to go up, this is going to be a huge game changer. All right, this thing gonna go to, wow. This thing gonna go to like 130, man. 60 to 130, that's insane. So yeah. And if you want to trade the stock version of CL futures, then watch this. This is US oil. Same setup, right? Feel me? Gotta hold 66. Below 66 is going to no man's land. But as long as we hold 66, we get that 68.7 gap fill, and then break that $70 lower high. This thing can run to 78. Huge risk to reward opportunity. If you want to see the full watch list and the full breakdown, make sure to sign up and join below. Links in the description. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know in the comments. Great catching up with y'all. See y'all tomorrow for another video, man. T-Stackz out.
T-Stackz Productions.
And I know that's my shoe on. 100 bands on my watch, 50K for the show. Wait, if a nigga try to reach on my chain, gotta tell him make it stop. Possible, I'm up for putting in things. Put some respect on my name, I see you, baby. Oh, you thinking, oh, I see you, baby. I see you, baby. Like, oh, you thinking, oh, I see you, baby. I see you, baby.